This is Killer Instinct for the Game Boy. I played the SNES game for a bit, so I will definitely do some comparisons with that game. But first I wonder what the target audience is for this game. In the past I believe that the Game Boy was always marketed to kids, so this game is pretty gory, so it wasn't really meant for them. However, of course this game doesn't have gore in it, so I guess it was meant for older people that had a Game Boy. If you're older, I would have bet that you would have the SNES and be able to play the home console version of this game instead. You have two buttons on the Game Boy, and it's pretty obvious what they do. One of them is kick, and the other is punch. I believe some of the special moves are in there, like this charging move, but I found it extremely difficult to pull some of these moves out. There are also combos, which are pretty cool. In terms of gameplay, it is pretty smooth, not much lag or slowdowns. Graphics and sound of this game is pretty decent. The characters are very recognizable, but they are familiar. Same thing with the background of the stages. One interesting thing I found missing was the color. This was a later Game Boy game, so the Super Game Boy was available at this time, so I'd think that there would be more color. Sound is okay, not much to say here. A lot of fart sounding things. There's also music in stages, but none of these sound like the music I recognize in the SNES game. There's also 8 characters, which I think is less than the Super Nintendo version. Overall, I find it a bit difficult to judge this game. It has a tall order to try to replicate the SNES game in a lot of ways. It captures the spirit of this game, so that's probably more than I could ask for. I'm still not sure who this game is targeted for. I'd give this game a 6 out of 10.